Hello all, it's Fry, and today, Sketchbook tour, gamers. That's right. I do most of my art traditionally because I tried to teach myself Fire Alpaca, but I just can't do it, man. I just can't. And that's why I have this. Can't fit it all in the frame because my setup consists of a beat-up iPad Pro and a wine box. But, well, I got this a few years ago. No, not a few years. Last year. Secret Santa. This is unscripted Fry right here. I'm just gonna take you down memory lane. First page. Yeah. Oof. These aren't good. Okay, just professional, not professional. Artist opinion. They're not good. Next thing, also not good. Like, just not. Might not be able to read the lettering because my handwriting is like ancient runes or something. But some of these sketches have stories behind them. Like this dragon, I drew it while on a road trip and I saw a mountain that looked like a dragon. This is actually, I thought it was a very impressive page spread. We got the Nutcracker, I drew while watching the Nutcracker. Who would have thought? An Earthblood elf. Dragon Prince fans out there. And this character. One of the trends you'll see is a lot of them are characters, whether that be from D&D or the stories I write. I will probably not give any explanation unless it's like what I want to do. So. Okay, I'm not a furry. This is a Dungeons & Dragons character, guys. It was for a cryptid-themed high school. And he's a Mishapeshu, a Filipino water panther. His name's Mick. He's cool. This, just a page of weird doodles. Yeah, I am called Fried Doodles for a reason. I don't know why I drew this or when I drew this. It just showed up in my sketchbook. So did this. I don't even know how I would explain any of this, really. Failed book cover for a story I'm still writing, but even after all these years, I'm on chapter 2. The next one's still one I'm proud of. It's the human design for Fry. That's right. That's me. That's me. Non-human design is over here. That's me. Various me's. I can pause if you want to read all the words, but do you want to read all the words? I would recommend you don't, because they're incoherent. Little, like, I don't know, picture diary, I don't know, I was just trying to write down what made me happy, and so, you can pause to read it, but once again, you don't need to. Words, character from the same story with the book cover. Retelling of a very loose retelling of Hades and Psyche. Not Hades and Psyche. Cupid and Psyche, but in a fantasy setting. Words. We're gonna skip over a lot of things because there's not much interesting in this part of the sketchbook. Oh look, it's a failed storyboard. Oh look, it's an awful skeleton. Oh yeah, he's also from the story I was trying to write. I drew this and my sister inked it just for fun. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. You have to learn that. You have to. Since I filled up a Word document with only that. Characters from a story that I haven't worked on in a while. Who's for Dungeons & Dragons? Characters from a story that I have worked on in a while. Pause read if you want. I don't know. They'll recur. Just ignore that. We're just gonna skip right past that doodle game with my friends. The same character as the same thing as the 2 pages before, the guy in the yellow jacket and the girl who looked like she was about to burst out of anxiety. You know, Alan. You know. Alan, his girlfriend in the third wheel, you know. Random drawings, elf people. Please ignore that. Yeah. The please ignore that and this were from a story about like a Frankenstein's monster or whatever. Ghosts. I don't know, I had a phase of writing about vaguely gothic things. I read too much Edgar Allan Poe. I don't know who these people are. I think they're spies. No idea. I'm gonna skip past this also. And this. We're just gonna skip past a small chunk because there's nothing much. Nothing much that I actually drew. You know. Fairies, because I was writing some fairy lore. You should never let me alone with markers on any flat surface. Ever. Like, ever, ever. The aftermath of that. A bee fairy! Look at him! Look at him! I forgot to draw his wings because I don't know how to draw bee wings. I drew this, like, a significant amount of time ago, and there's still no wings on him, but he has a bee friend, and that's what matters. Nimona. It's not a good drawing, but it's Nimona, because she's cool. Oh yeah, this is Cherry. Cherry's really cool. You might have seen her in the drawing that Elliot did. This is her in my style. You might see other Cherries, because she's just fun to draw. And the glitter pen, because obviously, Cherry glitter pen. D&D character, lore for a fantasy world. I would not recommend reading it because it's scuffed. Dungeons and Dragons character. Little emotes. Little emotes. This, I just drew this when I was practicing, like, body studies. No idea who she is. Animal Crossing. Who doesn't love Animal Crossing? That's me in Animal Crossing. I only colored one thing, and it's the singular blue sock. Oh, wow. We've entered into the brief, like, 5 pages of Splatoon OCs. They're a band. We're also going to skip past this, because it's been a long time. Yes, once again, Splatoon OCs. Don't look at this page. Look at this page. Look. Family time. Yeah. There we go. Who doesn't love family time? I like family time. This one, I drew this as an art fight reference, but I never got around to doing art fight because I was tired. That's a trend. I'm always tired, and I never finish things. So, you know, cool page spread. I want more of the pages in my sketchbook to be like this, really. These are characters from a story about middle schoolers who get sucked into fairyland. Don't know if I'll write it into a book, but it would be a fun book. Oh, and a dog. I saw a dog like this and wanted to draw it. But yeah, D&D character who is a Welsh ghost who talks a lot. And I was going to draw a very unbothered person, but I never got around to do it because I was more unbothered. This is one of my favorite quotes from the book Watership Down. Imposter read it. I'm not going to read it aloud because I'm not an ebook reader. But, you know, Watership Down is a great book. These are just some not good sketches. 3 dudes sleeping on a couch. They were a few feet apart, but then they fell asleep. But they aren't gay. Unfortunately, Marker Bleed covered this up. But what the Marker Bleed was is this guy, and he's cool. He's a recurring. He's the guy in the yellow jacket from like earlier, I don't know if you remembered him. Yellow jacket guy. His name's Akira. He's cool. We're gonna ignore this, because, you know, we're not going to ignore the clown. Honk. I drew these while watching Lord of the Rings, and this is a real thing that happened. Dramatic reading. What do you think her dress looks like? It's pretty. It's flowy. And that's me, and I just yelled, Chaise Lounge!